Okay, so just going to take a sort of 5-10 minute drive around town, a sort of an urban environment. Just really kind of having a look at sort of scanning techniques and pointing out some of the potential hazards that I might be looking for, anything that I see cropping up in front that I think I might have to take any action for, which could be simply just have a quick check of the mirrors. It might be easing off the gas. It might be as extreme as actually having to brake to a complete stop. But just to hopefully give you a bit of an idea, you know, as you're driving around, about the amount of things that you need to be looking out for. It's 12:30, it's kind of midday. There's a mixture of kind of cloud and sunshine, so visibility is generally pretty good. Let's just see how we get on. Crossroads here to exit the car park. Quick check left and right. We've got a yellow van. I'm just going to wait for him. There's me crossover, just keeping an eye on the truck coming towards me. And we're going to turn right at the end of the road. Okay, not particularly good visibility here, so I'm just going to drop it down into first. Have a bit of a check. We've got a red van on the left, traffic left and right, so I'm just going to hold it. Just wait. Pedestrians to the left, just keeping an eye on him. It looks like he's just ready to stroll across the road. Going left at the end of the road. Again, not particularly fantastic visibility. So just slowing it down, having a check. Got a pedestrian on the other side, just keeping an eye on him as well. And left again at the end. Clear to go. Nice pedestrian crossing on the left, just ahead. It's green at the moment, nobody near the crossing, so we're hoping it should be just okay to keep going through. Vehicles parked on the right, and we're getting into a little more traffic now. So just noticing some brake lights coming on up ahead, aware also vehicles exiting from the petrol station. Got some brake lights ahead, so just checking my mirrors, just come off the gas, just hovering over the brake pedal at the moment, but not really needing to brake. See that speed just dropping down to kind of 15. Vehicle exiting on the right, so we're just letting him go. Pedestrian on the left, looks like he's wanting to cross. Just holding back, keeping that nice bit of space between us and the vehicles in front. Scanning right, we've got a vehicle, red vehicle emerging just behind the black truck. So just keeping a bit of an eye on what he's up to, checking the mirrors so we know what's following behind us. He's come out, he's gone left, so he's okay. Again, another pedestrian crossing. Quick scan around, nobody near it. Okay, we've got vehicles exiting and entering the junction on the left, and we're approaching a roundabout. So we're going to go left at the roundabout. Okay, bringing that speed down. Drop down to second. Okay, watching out for pedestrians looking like they might cross. Vehicle in front's just sliding down. We've got traffic on the right, so we're just going to wait before we go. And there's our opportunity. Vehicle emerging on the left. Just going to move over to the right. Allow them space to exit. And picking up the speed. Approaching another roundabout, we're going to follow the road ahead this time, second exit, so just checking the mirrors, bringing that speed down to around 20 miles an hour, ready for the gear change. Clutch is back up, it's nice and clear through. Looking ahead, we can see there's a queue of traffic after the exit, so again, just making sure we don't accelerate too quickly off the roundabout, up into third. Pedestrian on the right, just keeping an eye out. Looking down to the end, we can see we've got another pedestrian crossing green at the moment. Again, just easing off the gas now. The lights are just changing to amber, so checking behind and just allowing that speed to fall nice and naturally. Selecting a lower gear as we approach. By slowing down nice and early, possibly avoided the need to actually come to a stop. Pedestrian on the right looking to cross. Okay, we've got some mini roundabout signposted up ahead, we've got some brake lights. We're going to follow the road ahead and we can see pedestrians looking to the right. It's nice and clear, so we're going through, and the jogger wandering off into the middle of the road. Okay, so we've got a vehicle, big van parked up with its hazards on, and also a box junction just before it, so we're just going to hold back and let this oncoming traffic come through. On the other side of the van we can see there's a zebra crossing. It's restricted view at the moment, but it's just scanning. Looks okay. We're just keeping an eye on pedestrians either side. We've got a mini roundabout with a cyclist and a vehicle on the right. So just going to wait for him. And then we're through. Again, a lot of parked cars. There's a black van on the left. He might be reversing out, just keeping an eye, just watching what he's up to. Again, we can see we've got lots of pedestrians, lots of parked cars knocking about here. Bus pulled up in the distance, we've got a taxi on the left. Potentially you might just pull away without signalling. These things happen, so just checking, making sure it's safe before we go around. And we've got a zebra crossing again, partially hidden by the white van. And we notice the red car attempting to overtake the bus. Interesting. And at the roundabout we're going to follow the road ahead. We're just following where the bus is going, just checking the oncoming traffic. Nobody for us, so we're clear to go through, and we're going to take the first turning on the right. Noticing there's a restriction, weight restriction for heavy goods vehicles to go. And here we come. Again, zebra crossing, just having a scan, checking what's behind us. Parked cars, so just checking to the right, making sure there's nobody overtaking before we pull across. Looking ahead, it's nice and clear. So we're just going to pick that speed up a little bit. Got a good view of the road. Just looking what to see what this chap's up to. He's coming through, so we're just going to come off that gas. Nothing too drastic, just easing off that speed a little bit, giving himself a little bit more control as we go through. Still in third gear at the moment. Scanning ahead, we can see we've got parked cars to the right, could be hiding anything. Pedestrians, we've got a zebra crossing ahead. Just checking behind, we've got a van coming up behind us, and oncoming traffic as well. Again, just easing off that gas. Through we go. A little bit of a road calming, traffic calming measure up here, just narrowing the road down. Having a look to see where the motorbike's going. I think we've got plenty of room to fit through there. Again, just coming off the gas very slightly. Nothing too dramatic, don't need to be braking too much here. And we've got a mini roundabout. We're going to turn right. Noticing we've got pedestrians just crossing the road as we exit. Keep an eye out for them. Great visibility as we enter the corner, so just having the clutch cover. There's a pedestrian crossing, just being aware of what might be around the corner that we can't see yet. We can see traffic just queuing up around the next corner because the road is narrowing slightly. We've always got to wonder, why are they slowing down, what are they queuing for? So just easing off that gas, we're down to about 15 miles an hour just as we come through. Looking ahead we can see we've got the level crossing. So at the moment the barriers are up. Just keeping an eye on the lights. Got some brake lights ahead, so we'll just gently nudge those brakes, bringing the speed down, coming in for a gentle stop. It's responding nice and promptly as soon as those brake lights come on. Here we go. A few pedestrians either side, left and right. keeping that space from the Volvo, making sure we don't get too close, giving ourselves plenty of room to hold back and check that we're going to be able to clear the level crossing. So he's gone through, looks like he's continuing, so we'll accelerate up into second, but again everybody's just queuing now for the roundabout, so we just gently squeeze that brake, just respond to the brake lights. Nice gentle stop into first, keeping that safe distance. Traffic's just starting to move ahead, so we're just going to check left and right mirrors, just looking out. I can notice that we've got a moped rider on the right hand side, 2 or 3 cars behind us, so just keeping a little bit of an eye on him, because he may weave his way up around. Here he comes, he's just coming up past behind us now, weaving in and out, and there he goes. Zebra crossing, got pedestrian on the right, he's approaching the crossing, blue vehicle on the right emerging from the shops, coming up to the roundabout, going to turn that left first exit, just going to make sure we can clear the zebra crossing, got plenty of space, just double checking the pedestrians clear. Okay, so going left at the roundabout, you see it's clear, so we're just accelerating gently through the roundabout, another zebra crossing. Again, checking behind us, checking the crossings, nobody there. Through. Back up into 4th gear and 30 miles an hour. Okay, we've got the cyclist up ahead. First response, just again, ease off that gas a little bit. Looking ahead, can't really see around the corner, just starting to brake now. Wouldn't really be safe to overtake at this point because we can't see far enough ahead, so just brought that speed down. I'm going to drop it back into 2nd gear. It's generally quite a good gear to sit behind a cyclist. I just want to be close enough that we can get past when it's safe. I'm going to wait for the silver car, just keeping an eye on the bus as well. I think we'll just wait here because we've got some oncoming traffic, so at this point it's just safe to sit behind them because the bus is going to emerge out again. That's going to make it difficult for us to overtake, and I'm going to take the next left anyway, so no real point in overtaking at this stage. Just let them go. Nice and clear ahead, but we're approaching the brow of a hill. You never know what's on the other side. Visibility is quite poor, so just making sure we don't go too fast over the top, having a scan ahead, looking out for any things, any obstructions in the road. Clear view of the road, so there's no reason why we shouldn't be doing the speed limit, which is 30. Got a roundabout coming up. Turn right at the roundabout. Starting to climb that hill, so just a little bit more gas before we go up into 3rd. We've got a reasonably good clear view, good amount of space in the road. Looking ahead, coming up to a corner, so we've got views starting to be a bit more restricted now. So just aware of potential dangers. We've got parked cars, so just checking to the right before we move around. Looking ahead, just scanning, looking for any clues for oncoming traffic. Turning on the right. Looking ahead, there's no oncoming traffic. Check into the junction, it's nice and clear. There we go. The road's just starting to go downhill, view's a little bit restricted, got a black van on the left, just checking to the right before we start to move around. Again, just scanning ahead, looking for potential problems. Parked cars scattered around, so just using the brake to gently control the speed as we come down the hill. Again, we head into that corner, visibility is not great, there's a van parked on the left, checking to the right. Just put his brake lights on, might suggest he's about to drive away. Just looking for somewhere to pull in and stop. Okay, and there we have it. So just a short drive around. Hopefully that's given you a little bit of an idea about some of the sort of things and about how often you are going to be having to think quite rapidly about, you know, what can I see happening in front of me? How is it going to affect me? What do I need to do about it? Do I need to take my foot off the gas? Is it a little bit of a brake? Do I need to signal? Do I need to change my position? Yeah, as I say, hopefully that's given you a little bit of help. Thanks for watching.